This is the S&P 500 Spider ETF SPY one-day reading for August 18th, 2025. It's currently August 13th, 2025, 11:33 a.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading, $644.03. That's USD. And the shuffle video for the August 18th reading was created on August 7th, 2025 at 8:49 a.m. Eastern Time. That's this video for you right here. So what we'll cover in this video is the overall trend direction and chart behavior for the day. We're going to give you information and timing for the day's highest high, the day's lowest low, and the best trade opportunities. And we're also going to give you the hour by hour sequence of chart events. Now, it's important to understand this, guys. Listen up. The timing to the hour is usually on point, but there's plenty of cases. We do a lot of readings, guys. There are plenty of cases where you're going to need to give the timing plus or minus an hour or two of wiggle room. It's a sequence of chart events as outlined by the prediction that's most important to pay attention to. And it's for that reason that I don't recommend trading this information alone. See, these cards going left to right across the screen are called timeline cards in the system of SO meta-analysis. But not each card's energy will necessarily line up perfectly with 1 hour of time, which is what these cards represent, 1 hour of time. So you have to allow for the wiggle room in some cases. So if you are serious about trading this information, you want to have access to our early access subscription with the live Discord trade alerts and live trading view chart drawings. Those are game-changing services. You should only be looking at this information as entertainment or paper trading it if you're trying to do this on your own. All right, guys, I'll show you guys how to get those services at the end of the video as well, so stay tuned for that after the trades. So the overall trend chart behavior for the day, we have an adjustment card that's nullified. A lot of nullified cards here in August. But the adjustment card for the 18th, adjustment card is usually an unexpected move to the upside, a notable one. It can be usually out of oversold territory. It's also the short squeeze card, but sometimes it's like a gap up. It's a notable move up. It's nullified, however, indicating that some sort of chart behavior of the day has a counteractive effect on it. In other words, we move higher, but we don't stay higher is most likely the case. Behavior around the highest high. We have price swings at the high, and Dominion card in the high significator position often indicates that we see the high twice. Behavior around the lowest low and nullified disappointment card. So we have a failed attempt to break through key resistance that we're expecting to break through. We'll break through it momentarily and then turn around and decline through key support instead, creating disappointment. And that decline through key support will take us into the low. It's also likely to be a pretty sharp decline, but it's nullified. So it looks like probably there's bullish behavior after the low that takes us, makes that decline irrelevant as well. We're advised to trade around an important range on a multi-day scale. Now, in the pre-market, there's a near overbought crest that will sell off from through multiple support levels into a Magus card opportunity. Usually the Magus card opportunity, I like to use it for exits because in a lot of cases, the Magus card, it's hard to define in real time or ahead of time exactly what it does without throwing down more cards. But what you can rely on is something that you've been waiting for to happen. So my sense is that this is probably the drop over the weekend. We open lower, so those short positions from the 15th should be able to exit right at the open. Probably open up a long position there as well because there's a huge move in the morning. Like this is all bullish into noontime. Big moves, rally increasing with momentum, reaching for distant resistance, and then a fast sudden move higher that either breaks through a range or hits the upper end of a range. Either way, it takes us to the high, which is probably right around noontime, somewhere between 11 and 1, but probably right around noontime. You'll want to exit out of it. When you see that fast sudden move higher, you're going to want to exit out of the long for a day trade. And then we should start declining by the time we're at like 1 o'clock. We're declining pretty notably into a trough, possibly a low, but more likely it's just an important trough there between roughly 1 and 2. And then there's an unexpected move to the upside out of that, taking us into key resistance somewhere between 2 and 3, most likely. It'll be in the face of seemingly overwhelmingly negative technical indicators or overwhelming headwinds or something like that, we'll be expecting to go lower there, but instead we'll go higher, and we'll meet that key resistance between roughly 2 and 3 o'clock from the Ace of Swords resistance, which I'll likely mark off in when it's the present moment. We should decline from that resistance and then return to it in the not too distant future. Most likely we return to it in the last hour or right around the close. Usually I'll use the Ace of Swords. When we decline from that resistance, I'll use it as an opportunity to open up a long position, and then when we revisit it, I close the long position when we revisit that resistance that we fell from. But in the case of these two aces, at the end of the day, I'm going to wait and see what happens in real time, because this is a little tricky here. So one of the situations where you're going to want to have access to the Discord trade alerts while I'm keeping you up to date. There's another notable move to the upside, probably a breakout predicted for the 19th. But there's also entry for it as well. So we'll talk about that in more detail when we get into the reading for the 19th. That's SPY for August 18th, 2025. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button, my friends. Super, super important. If you like something about this video, tell me what it is in the comments, guys. It helps the channel. It helps me know what to make better. And then if you're interested in trading this information, you're serious about trading SO meta-analysis, you want to go to our website, Tarot for Traders, hover over Order Now, click on subscriptions. The early access subscription gives you access to the SPY. It's $150 a month, severely underpriced, considering you make that back and some in just one trade. But it gives you access to the earliest access to any of our public posts that'll come out on YouTube. They come out on Discord first. The live Discord trade alerts for day trading SPY and swing trading SPY, and the chart drawings, just like you saw in this video when we were looking at this, the chart drawings. All of that you get access to as part of early access subscription. So thanks to everybody that goes ahead and supports the channel that way. You guys are awesome. You can keep the channel running. Much love and appreciation and blessings to all my angel investors following the rule of karma on the resources tab. You guys, I love you guys, people of great integrity. With that said, I'll see you on the reading for the 19th.